Hello everyone. So today we will replace the certificates on our XenServers, or in one case we will replace them, and in one case we will install them, because I have a pool that is fresh installed and it does not have an certificate, just the default one, which comes with the server installation. We will make this deployment with Ansible on multiple servers from at one time. So as usual, Ansible is helping us in these cases. So first, let's check the environment before we do any changes. So I have two pools. This pool is with the newest XenServer 8, and the second one is with the current release XenServer 8.c1. The new release, for the new release I already have a certificate, so I've created a certificate and installed it yesterday, and today we will update this one. We will create a new request and replace those certificates, because this video is about replacing and installing from zero. And my second pool, it doesn't have the certificates here listed, but it has the default default certificate that has never been replaced with an it has just the host certificate. It does not have the actual certificate. Okay, let's see. Where should I go? So here, not here, on my share. So I already opened each server in a separate window. So here is where we can, after we replace a certificate, the first thing that we can check is this one, to just type the host address, and if we have HTTPS, then we have this little lock and no warnings. So my certificate was issued yesterday and it will expire in 2026. I'm creating certificates for the entire pool, so I will not create a certificate for every host, because that doesn't seem to me to be the right way to go. We don't have time to create hundreds of certificates, and this is why I'm creating one certificate that contains all the DNS entries for all the hosts in the pool. I should see here the alternative names. Where are they? So let's go to certificate, version, serial issuer, validity, subject. So this is the common name. Subject, algorithm, extension, certificate. Oh, here. Okay. So here I have all my pool members, and I will apply the same certificate to all the pool members, because this is much more simpler, and I believe everyone will do it so in a productive environment. Okay, so this is the pool that has HTTPS, and the second one, the 8.21, so the current one is with the default certificate, the one that comes during the installation. So it was installed on June 25th and it will expire in 2034. And the issuer is the host, so it's clear it's the default certificate. Okay, I also have a hypervisor connection. Let's see, hosting. So pool 02 is the newest release, and it's with HTTPS, and the other one it's with HTTP. Now I will install HTTPS and I will try to replace it without removing the connection. I never tried that before, but we will see what happens because we also have some machines powered on and registered, and we want to see if we have any impact. We shouldn't have, but this is a test lab and we just test everything we can. So here view machines. So I have two powered on. We can see them both here. They're powered on, registered, everything is working. PVS is behind these VMs. And I also have one also with PVS on the second pool. Okay, first thing that we have to do is to request the certificates. I will do that very quickly. Where is it? Always request a certificate from a machine that has a fixed IP. So this please take in consideration. Never request from a clone, for example, that has a random IP. Okay, so I'm here on my server in my environment. I have a fixed IP, and first thing, I'm creating the CSR request or the requests based on inf file, and this is how they look like. So I have all the DNS entries for all the servers in my pool. If you have 10 servers, then just write them all one after another. I'm making the key exportable because we need to create an PFX and then convert it to PEM. And pool 02, the same thing, but different names. Let me just check that. So 05, 0509, 010. And one more time here, 06, 0678. Okay, so this looks good. So first thing, we have to create the CSR request. I have another video on how to do this, but we will do that. We will do that really quick now. So open command prompt as administrator, navigate to your folder where you have your files, and then just use the cert request, new, then your file name, so the inf file, and the second one is with dot request. You can also write here CSR, the result is the same, so the content of the file is the same. I will go with request, so shared request new inf. Okay, so this request has been created, and the second one, we have the F1 and F1. Okay, so we'll request two certificates. Okay, we have the information. Now we need the certificate itself. Because we are here in our lab, we also have access to our certificate authority server. In a productive environment, you will not have this access. But we can really quick create another certificate. Okay. So request certificate advanced. We paste the content of the request, delete any spaces, web server, and submit. Base 64 download certificate. Okay. It's gone. Where is it? Downloads. Okay, I'll take this one and bring it back to my share, and I will rename it to pool 02. Okay, and the second one is Notepad. Copy the content, go to your request, advanced, paste the content, delete the spaces. It's a web server and submit base64 download. Okay, copy and go back to your share. You don't need this anymore. Paste and rename to pool F1. Pool F1. Okay. So this part is done. Now we have to convert the char file to a PFX format. I will not use MMC, so this is the certificate from yesterday, but we will import it one more time. This is for the pool with that already have as a certificate. I will use char2til at first chart request to import it. So chart request accept, and we need it in the machine, and it's called pool F2. Okay, pool 02. So let me see, chart request accept machine pool 03. Okay, looks good. It's imported. You will see it here one more time. Okay, but it's generated today. I will also create the PFX because I need the thumbprint and I don't want to get confused. So export to PFX minus P, the password is 1234, and we need the thumbprint. Copy it and paste it, and let's say it's again pool F2, not F2, pool 02 dot pfx. Okay, let me see, chart2til export pfx minus P, the thumbprint and the pfx. Okay, enter. Okay, you see now the pfx is created. Okay, now the second one, chart request, then we accept that machine, and this time is pool F1. Certificates accept pool F1. Chart request accept machine and okay, pool F1 and should be okay. Okay, it's imported. You can see it here. That's the other one. And now let's extract the PFX like the same thing like above. We can do this like this, F1, and we need to replace the thumbprint. Because we have a new thumbprint selected. Okay. Okay, looks nice. Enter, and it has been exported. Okay, now we have the PFX files. This is all that we need for now. So let me copy. I did not check if they are okay or not, but I'm 100% sure they are. So we have the certificate path. We have the subject alternative names. Looks good from my point of view. Let's see the other one. Details, certificate path, something other. Okay, looks nice, and it's for server authentication. So this is what we are looking for. Okay, so I copied them. I need to bring them somewhere where I can paste them in. Can I bring them? 1 second. I will bring them in the something here. ISO. Let's put them here. Paste. Because I need to copy them on my Linux VM where I have Ansible installed. Here. So this is the PFX from yesterday, and we've copied them in ISO. Those two. Okay. So F01 and okay, perfect. Let's go back to our screen. So nothing to do anymore here. We can disconnect or something like that. I will leave them like this. Let's go to, yes, before we go with Ansible, let's check where the certificates are on the XenServer. So you will find a certificate in this location, ATC XenSource, and this is the certificate for the server. So I'm here on the one that I already replaced. So this is a certificate replaced by me yesterday. And here is the one that has never been touched. So this is default created by the server installation. Ansible will rename this. One of the tasks will be to rename the original PEM file. It will rename it like this. It will write back up the today's date and the hour. And you will see that I will create the certificate and the certificate key separately, and we will install them with an XenServer command. Okay, so first let's execute the playbook. A lot of talking, but it's necessary that you know what I'm doing here. Okay, so where am I? Ansible, I'm not okay here. Let's go to replace. Okay, one thing that you need to check before you if you execute this this Ansible playbook, you need to check if you have open SSL on your Linux VM. And I have it. I believe it's installed by default during the. I never checked, so I did not install it. It was installed, but you need it to execute some commands in the playbook. Okay, let's execute playbook number 3. I believe, yes, playbook. Ansible playbook, of course, and playbook number 3, and we ask for the passwords from the vault. Ask vault pass. Okay, type the password. Okay, and now the playbook is based on directories. So I have 2 directories here, the pfx. I keep the pfx files in here, and it will generate the PEM files in the PEM folder, and then it will copy them on each server. and then on each server it will execute the install command that is used by, or this is used by Citrix, not recommended. This is the way to go. So I have also the articles. I'm not doing this from my mind, so we have the articles. So this is for 8.2.co1, and the certificate install command is this one, the same that I'm using: host server certificate install, certificate path to certificate, and certificate to the path to the private key. And this is not necessary, so the certificate chain is not necessary. It's optional. It's also written here, and it's the same for the newest version. So the Ansible playbook will work for both type of servers, versions of servers. Okay, let's go back. So the playbook is based, it takes the host names from here. So I will first execute the playbook with pool 02, and then I will replace the names in here, and I will execute it one more time. So it's pfx, the folder, the file is pool 02. I mean, this is the name of the pfx that we just copied. Let's hit enter. It's gathering information, it's copying the PAM, and now it's already installing the new certificates. It's installed on 05, on 09, and on 10. Okay, this is done. Let's edit here a little bit, and it's so that we install the other one, 7, 8, and I believe it's the other way around. It's 06, 7, and 8. Let me be sure. 6, 7, and 8. Yes, 6, 7, and 8. So those have already been replaced, but we will look at them after we execute the second playbook. So don't forget to save and execute the playbook one more time. Okay, password vault, the same directory, pfx, and this time it's called pool f1. Okay, gathering information, copying the PAM, installing. So it's installing on 06, 07, and on 8. Okay, it's done. We don't need to restart any tool stack. I've seen a lot of people that replace the certificates and installed tool stack. I don't know why, but they are replacing them in a different way. So they are just copying the new certificate and renaming manually. I don't know why. So let's go back here on our so first thing that we check, we refresh, and we should have the certificate from today's date, issued today. Okay, just a moment ago, and it was replaced on every and each one. Okay, and let's go to the other ones that were not secure. So if we hit refresh, we should have them secure. Okay, well, this did not go away, but it should. Not secure. Yeah, maybe I need to reopen the tab, because they are secure now. Let me try that. So okay, so that remained in the tab. Okay, so we have also here the new certificate installed from today until 2026. Okay, now let's check our hypervisor connection. So on the hypervisor itself, I'm 100% sure that everything is done. And here it knows now it has a new certificate. We go with accept. Accept. This is the pool master. This is why it asked us. So here in the certificates you can also check very quickly. So it's the certificate from today. Let's go quickly see here what happened in the as I told you, those files are being copied, so they are copied today, and the command uses the chart and the key to generate the SSL certificate, and this is the backup before we installed the new certificate. We don't have to touch anything here. It's done by the XenServer command, so we don't need to change any properties here. Even if you have sometimes in videos you have the property 0400, but since it's done through a Citrix command, I do not see the reason why I should change it to 0400. So I will leave it like this. And on the server that never had a certificate, you can see here that it copied the full chart and the key. It has done the backup. So the backup was like this, 0400. Let's see how the new certificate looks like. So I believe this is a difference from the versions, because this is current CU1 820 C1, and the other one is the new XenServer 8. So it seems that they have changed a little bit the way that this works, but the command is the same. So I will not touch anything here. And of course, in the Ansible playbook, you can create something on last task that will clean up everything here. But I will personally leave them in this place. Okay, let's see the hypervisor connection. Where is it? One more thing that I've seen. When you replace certificates on the new XenServer, at least this happened yesterday, for some reason the Nagios gets disabled. No, it didn't get disabled today. Okay, so yesterday it got disabled every time I replaced the certificate. But maybe it's got disabled because I replaced it from the original certificate to a new one. I still need to check that. But yeah, okay, but it did get a reset because it started to read now. Doesn't matter. So let's see our VMs. So this is pool F1. I want to see everything. I want to see also the second one. Delete. So everything is registered, but now let's play a little bit with the hypervisor connection. So here you don't have to touch anything. It is, you can just test the connection. You just replaced a certificate and it should work. Nothing to do here. Okay, but here on the other connection, let's try to edit the connection. We can test it like this because it's created with HTTP. Let's test it like this, because the HTTP should also be available, and it is. Okay, and now let's edit the connection and convert it to HTTPS. Let's see if this will work. HTTPS, and we need to type the FQDN, so it's 10.06. test fab.com. Okay, and let's see it will work or not. So I do not recommend you to do this in production, because you will not start with HTTP and change to HTTPS during production. But so it's changed. Okay, apply. Okay, save. And now I want to see the VMs. Pull F1, this one. View machines. Okay, so nothing changed here. Let's see, do we still have power control? So it's XenServer PAS clone 05. This one we should hit and reboot. Restart, yes. Let's see, does he still work? Yes, it works. So all the tests are done. I can also try to log in each one. User 01. But yeah, the login shouldn't have any effect on replacing a certificate. But since we are here, we can test a little connection. So this is pool 02. This is the new XenServer that already had a certificate, and this is the new pool server. Okay, from my point of view, it looks nice, it looks good. So I will stop the recording because it took a lot of time. Thank you very much.